What's going on, everybody? Today we are fixing to do a little practice shooting right here. Got our target setting at 20 yards, and then we've got this one here at 10, and then we've got a yellow one back there at 30. We're fixing to start getting our broadheads toned up on our bow. We're about 2 weeks out from season. Bow season starts the 23rd here in Arkansas. It's September, and I have got to get my broadhead shooting right on my bow. I can either broadhead tone them where they're shooting right with my field tips, or I can just sight it in with my sights on my bow, which is probably what I'm going to do, just because I don't want to tinker with my my arrow rest. But yeah, we're fixing to get that going, and also we're going to start practicing getting in and out of the lock on the tree. Borrowed this from my buddy Louise Outdoors, if you're familiar with him. Me and him are real good hunting buddies. We do a lot of bow hunting and duck hunting together, and I'm going to use his lock on because right now they're harvesting. And then I've got my climber back here from my buddy Trey. He's going to come up here in a little bit, and he's going to practice shooting with me and practice getting out of that. But we're fixing to set up a lock on real quick on the tree, practice getting in and out of it, and practice setting it up for a second. And then we're going to climb up in the tree, and we're going to start shooting the bow and get everything dialed in. And then we're going to probably move the target back to 30 just to make sure everything's good. And yeah, but we'll go over real quick what my setup is. And then we'll get the lock on the tree, and we'll go from there. So this is a Mission Venture. If you know anything about Mission or anything about archery, Mission is owned and made by Matthews. This is a 2016 model, I think. So it's a fairly older bow with older technology, but it shoots just as good, in my opinion, as a new one does. No comparison with the Phase 4 or anything else like that. For the accessory we've got a Trophy Ridge 8-inch or 6-inch Hitman stabilizer. We have the Trophy Ridge React 4 4-pin sight. We have the Trophy Taker drop-away arrow rest, limb driven, and then that's really about it for accessories. And we've got the harmonic dampener, obviously. For the arrow setup and for the quiver setup, the quiver is a Trophy Ridge 5-arrow hex-like quiver, and the arrows we're shooting are gold tip Hunter XTs 300 spine. It's I think it's a 27-inch arrow, what I had it cut down to. And then for And then for the broadheads, we're shooting Swacker 252 razors. These are just my practice broadheads. My hunting broadheads are in here, the same broadhead. So, but I think the total weight with this is I think it's 420 grains in total. Specs on my bow, we're shooting 70 pounds at a 28-inch draw length, and not really sure on what my speeds are. But we're fixing to get this lock on put up in the tree. Like I said, I've got to practice going in and out of the tree and setting it up and everything, because we're going to be doing a lot of public land hunting as usual. And yeah, so let's get to it. So before I get all this set up, I just want to go over my stand situation here with what we're using. We're using a Hawk lock-on stand. I'm not exactly sure which lock-on it is. I think it's it's the mini or something like that. It's not a very big stand. It's really light. And then we're using the Hawk helium sticks, 15 feet. And what I have been using is the old trusty 2x4 situation to go up and down the tree. But we'll get this set up right quick, and yeah. All right, minor adjustment. We're going to a different tree because that one has got a very big knot in it, and I don't really feel comfortable trying to get up in there. So we're going to use this pretty tall oak tree, pretty slim, all the way up to about 15 feet. And the spots we're going to be hunting, we can't really go much higher than that anyway, so we'll use this one instead. All right, so this is the setup here. Left target right there, and then bows hanging here, and then put the quiver back there. So we're gonna send a couple down range and try and get her shooting right. I hope that limb right there ain't in my way, because at the angle I'm sitting right here, shouldn't be. All right, so we just took our first 2 shots at 20 yards. They're a touch back, but I don't have a problem with that. That's kind of where I was aiming anyways. We're gonna send one more down the range and try to aim a little lower to the heart. You see where we're hitting. I know when we were shooting over in this stand over here, I was hitting a little low. I don't know if that's just because of the way I was angled or what, but I'm a little bit steadier in where I'm sitting. So we'll get down, and we'll shoot one more, trying to hit them in the heart, and we'll get down and pull them and do it again. All right, so we've shot about 10 or 15 times at 20 yards, and 20 yards is right there where that limb is sticking out of the ground with them leaves on it. And then we've got back here 30 yards with the deer target, and we've got just a plain Jane yellow jacket target behind that to keep it, or to keep any arrows that we shoot and it goes over by accident from going into the woods and losing them. We're fixing to load up the bow with another arrow. We shot at 30 for a second just a minute ago and shot over the target. That's why we put the target back there. So let's shoot at 30 and see what we can do again. All right, so we just got done shooting at 30 yards. Got a little close there on that one and cut the top of the fletching right off of it, but I don't think that's too bad at 30 yards all the way to here. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna call it a day, because that right there made it even better. And I know at 20 yards we're drilling tacks, and at 30 yards we're drilling tacks. So yep, we're gonna grab these and put them up back in the quiver, pull the lock on down, and we won't call it a day for today. And also, I've got a test tomorrow that I've got to study for, so probably might be a pretty good idea if I did just go ahead and quit for the day. But that's it for today's video. We'll get back with y'all with another one soon. Might even do a video on going checking cameras next weekend. And yeah, so we'll see you guys later.